Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. We're in the western suburbs of Chicago. I'm with Buzz. Buzz, good to see you.
Hello.
Buzz's car today, I call it the white Batmobile, so you'll see why. Buzz, what did you bring today?
Today we're looking at my 1957 Desoto Firedome Convertible.
Tell us the levels of Firedome versus...
Well, there's several levels of Desotos, which were kind of confusing because the names sounded so similar, but the entry level was called a Fire Sweep, and then the next level up was the Fire Dome, which we have here today, and the top line was the Fire Flight, which was the fancy one. And our Fire Dome is equipped with a 341 Hemi engine with 2-barrel carburetor, puts out 270 horsepower.
Let's go right to our featured event, shall we? So you'll see why I call it the white Batmobile, because from the side it certainly looks like it could qualify. I love the tail in the back and the big eyebrows in the front, and when you take the top down you can just imagine that spinning red ball in the center and Batman and Robin jumping in and out of this thing. So Buzz, this car, come on with me, you've had this for a while. How long have you had this car?
This car I've owned 19 years. It was a car that I loved ever since I was a little kid, and my father gave me a toy one to play with, and I really wanted one for a long time, and they were very hard to find. This is the days before the internet, when looking for a particular old car was very difficult. This one came along. It was in northern Minnesota, and we had it shipped down to us, and found a few surprises with it that had to be dealt with, but if we hadn't bought this one, we'd probably still be looking for one because they're so rare.
So here's the rare Desoto that you don't see. Love that reel, like it's almost gritting its teeth at you as it comes at you. And this is a long car. I mean, this is wide. You mentioned something too. Tell me about the color of the paint.
This car is solid color cloud white, very rare. I've only seen another solid color 57 Desoto once. Almost all of them were two-toned. So it's extremely rare to see a solid color one like this.
Love these tail fins. Those are tail fins. Buzz, you're 6'2". Stand next to those tail fins. That's a tail fin. That's the way we should do it. Boy, why can't we do this now? That's pretty. I mean,
note how the Lou, how the exhaust comes out the bumpers too, which is really cool.
It's cool.
On a crisp fall day, the exhaust comes out of there, and it looks like a rocket ship.
That is great. Oh, that is great. Which was the whole theme of the 50s, kind of that rocket-like mentality. How do you move that mirror? You got to get out of the car and kind of adjust it and move it.
You have very long arms, or something to help you.
There you go. And you can see. Actually, I want to just put my hand back there. You can see my hand back there. That's pretty cool.
That mirror is actually was probably dealer installed or put on by one of the early owners, because it's not a correct Desoto mirror. Cars in those days didn't always come with outside rear view mirrors.
Really?
They were generally optional, and oftentimes they weren't put on until the car got to the dealer. And if they didn't have the right mirror, they put on what they had. So
got it. All right, very good. And I love this wraparound bubble windshield, which you can really catch right there.
You'll notice here too that not only does it wrap around on the bottom, but it actually wraps around on the top also, which was a unique feature for Chrysler Corporation cars.
It gives it that Batmobile look too. And this big piece of chrome across the top. Open the interior, please. Thank you, Buzz. And again, I just want to show, there's 6'2". That's a big.
There's loads of headroom for me in this car.
And there's a Godzilla in here. Why?
That's the name of my car. I didn't know what to call it, and had it at a show one time, and a guy said, "Man, these are the kind of cars they had in the old Godzilla movies," and that was it.
That stuck.
Was it. Yeah. So she's been Godzilla all these years. And she's well known on the cruise night and show circuit in the Chicago area.
As Godzilla.
As Godzilla. Yep.
Tell me about this radio.
Well, it's a factory original AM radio. It's not working. We put in a hidden CD player so we can cruise to Frank Sinatra and all our favorite 50s music.
But that's a working clock.
The clock works, yes. The radio doesn't, the clock does.
Wow, I was in here and I'm like, what's that ticking noise? I'm like, holy cow, the clock's working. Well, that's fantastic.
Full gauge package was standard with the car.
That's really cool too. I'm trying to get all that little detail across the top. And the push button transmission.
Push button transmission, and notice the rear view mirror is on the dashboard rather than on the top of the windshield frame. So you have to kind of get used to that.
Let's take a look at that Hemi. And you've got power windows too. I didn't notice it first.
Power windows and power seats.
All right, and hold on. And power seats. Check that out. Is this the DeSoto logo?
I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
Looks like a little eagle's head.
Yeah.
Kind of a beak and a top there. All right, cool. All right. Let's...
Never noticed it. And yes, it has a Hemi.
All right. Ooh, that is cool. Oh, I like that. Look at those valve covers. That catches your attention. There's a lot of room in here, too.
Car has power steering, but does not have power brakes.
That's a serious air cleaner they've got on there. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen an air cleaner like that configuration.
Yeah, it's very unusual, and it has a little baby 2-barrel carburetor.
Exactly, for this massive
which people see this at the shows, and they make fun of my little 2-barrel carburetor.
Well, that's all right. You've still got the white Batmobile. All right, let's start her up. Let's hear what the 57 Batmobile sounds like. White Batmobile. I'm affectionately calling it. I know it's Godzilla. Listen to that. That is smooth. Let's get a little bit of exhaust. That sounds good. That sounds like a good Hemi. That sounds like a good Hemi.
Responsive.
Yeah, responsive. Let's shut that down for a moment. I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to jump back in the interior because you've got an article that I want people to see. It's telling us you left the keys in it, I think. Godzilla, I'm going to move you right here, okay, so you can just kind of keep an eye on me. And I want to, it's interesting, this article has kind of a Godzilla at the top of it, I just noticed. But here's your car, the Sun Times. Did you know it had a Godzilla at the top of it, this article? There's like a Godzilla type looking thing here.
Yeah, I think that's King Kong, actually.
King Kong, okay, all right. People will let me know that. And they can read the detail on your car if they want to know more. But there's Buzz and his wife at the show. How cool is that? Get your car in the magazine. All right, I'm going to put that back there. I'm going to leave Godzilla there. He's good. All right, let's shut the front of it again, please. It's kind of interesting too how that curves up like that to catch up to it. Buzz, stand right next to her. Is it a girl Godzilla or a guy Godzilla?
I think it's a transgender Godzilla.
All right, yeah, all right. We'll let people make up their own mind. Buzz, always fun hanging around with you. We're like two little kids when we get by these cars. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
Okay, Lou.